course, the increased fractional clearance of iodine, and of course the mother draws on existing iodine stores which have accumulated, hopefully, from iodine intake before pregnancy. And these allow most women with mild iodine deficiency to meet the increased thyroid hormone requirements of pregnancy. So in general, these data are reassuring. The problem is that none of the trials measured long-term clinical outcomes, such as maternal goiter or, most importantly, probably infant development. So we don't have any long-term clinical outcomes, we just have biochemical outcomes from all of these trials. So we really don't think at this point know the potential adverse effects of mild to moderate iodine deficiency during pregnancy. I think this is still unclear. Fortunately, we have ongoing right now a multi-center RCT of 200 micrograms of iodine per day, which are being given to mildly iodine deficient pregnant women in Thailand and India, with the primary outcome of these studies being infant development to 2 years. So we'll have these results in 2012. That'll give us some idea of whether mildly iodine deficient pregnant women can benefit in terms of offspring development from iodine supplementation. I'd also like to talk about the topic of the interaction of iodine deficiency and iron deficiency in pregnancy. The question being that does iron deficiency impair a pregnant woman's ability to use dietary iodine? Now, iron deficiency is, of course, very common in pregnancy in women both in industrialized countries and developing countries. Now, what's been shown is that iron deficiency anemia, in children at least, impairs their thyroidal response to iodine. The reason that iron deficiency does this is because the thyroid peroxidase enzyme requires iron as an essential cofactor. So the first two steps of thyroid hormone synthesis are dependent on adequate iron in the thyroid gland. So impairment of the iron-dependent TPO enzyme actually is the reason for iron deficiency anemia causing a blunting of iodine effect in iron-deficient children. This has been shown in 2 or 3 studies in Africa now. Now, iron deficiency is extremely common in pregnancy. In industrialized countries, somewhere between 6 and 44% are the prevalences of anemia and iron deficiency during late pregnancy. And in developing countries, nearly all women are anemic in the second half of pregnancy. We've talked about how the requirements at the same time for iodine and thyroid hormone sharply increase during pregnancy. And we're concerned that even mild maternal thyroid dysfunction may impair neurodevelopment of the offspring. So what does this mean? This means that potentially maternal iron status is a determinant of thyroid function in pregnancy in areas of iodine deficiency. We looked at this in a large study in pregnant women where we looked at the second and third trimester of pregnant women. We looked at body iron stores judged from the serum ferritin to transferrin receptor ratio. And we also measured serum total T4, TSH, and urinary iodine. So these are women with a median urinary iodine of between about 140 micrograms per liter. So they're mildly iodine deficient. And you can see that many of them have negative body iron stores. The prevalence of body iron stores, negative body iron stores, is 28% overall in the group. So these are women both with marginal iodine intakes and a high prevalence of iron deficiency. And what we found was, this is of course a cross-sectional study, but we found that iron deficiency predicted a higher maternal TSH. You can see here the correlation between body iron stores and serum TSH. And of 12 women in this population that had TSH greater than 4, 10 of them actually had negative body iron stores. If we look at the relationship between iron deficiency and maternal total T4, you can see also that lower body iron is associated with lower serum total T4. The relative risk of a total T4 less than 100 nanomoles with negative body iron stores was actually 7.8 in this study. So iron deficiency in later pregnancy predicts both lower maternal T4 and higher maternal TSH. So this is an area of borderline iron deficiency, and this really argues that early detection and treatment of iron deficiency in pregnancy, not only to combat anemia, but also to avoid its potential adverse effects on maternal thyroid function and fetal development, may be important. So finally, I come to the last topic in my talk, and that is what are the current recommendations for supplementation with iodine in iodine deficient areas. Now, WHO has recommendations on universal salt ionization and iodine supplements.